Let's build a home for every single career in The Sims 4, but the budget for the home will be the real-life annual salary of that career. This is part 10. I am part of the EA Creator Network, so some packs were gifted to me and some packs I've purchased myself. Thank you to the EA Creator Network for gifting me the Casanova Cave Kit featured in today's video. Welcome back to the Career Salary Build Challenge, an original series on my channel in which I will link the playlist down below so you can catch up on all of the episodes thus far. Today's episode is a very exciting one because we are going to do another one of your guys' suggestions. Thank you so much to Kendall and everybody who liked their comment. This comment seemed to be quite popular, so I really could not ignore it. So don't forget to comment down below your suggestions for our next episodes and what career in The Sims 4 we should tackle next. The athlete career is a base game career in The Sims 4, which just like many other careers has 10 levels with 2 different branches. You start off as a water person making 16 simoleons an hour, and you can work your way up to either becoming a professional athlete Hall of Famer making 333 simoleons per hour, or you can become a professional bodybuilder making 500 simoleons an hour, and of course to reach the top of these careers you're going to need both the fitness skill and the charisma skill. For today's video, I want to go down the professional athlete branch. I think this is the first career we've done in this series where the gender pay gap really comes into play. A lot of the mainstream professional sports we see on TV in North America are very male dominated, and as we know, those like famous professional athletes are making multi-millions per year, which isn't really that practical for building in The Sims because having like a $7 million budget just means that you have unlimited money essentially, which kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge because we're supposed to have a budget. But then I remembered that women's basketball has been really popping off lately, and basketball is my personal favorite sport to watch. And it works out because I didn't want to make a mansion for a man anyways. So I say we take to Google to figure out how much a WNBA player makes in real life. According to Google, the average salary was about $147,745 for the 2023 season. I am so excited about this budget. This is the largest budget we've ever had to work with, so I think we're going to be able to make something really nice, hopefully. But large budgets can also be my weakness because sometimes I get a little out of hand, so we'll see how this goes. Before we get started, a kind reminder that I have an EA creator code, so please consider using code DoctorAshley at checkout on the EA app or thesims.com on any expansion pack purchases, kits, stuff packs, pre-made bundles, and 5% of your purchase will go towards supporting me instead of to EA. And a huge thank you to everybody who has used my creator code thus far. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it, so that's DoctorAshley at checkout. We are back in Newcrest building today, just on this long strip of empty lots. The budget has been set, so let's get started. As usual, I do have an inspo photo, which I will pop on the screen right now. We're going with yet another modern home, but this time I wanted to go for something a little bit lighter and slightly more feminine, I guess. Usually when I do modern homes, I lean into a lot of like dark brown and black colors, but this photo caught my eye because it had more of a light color scheme, which I thought was interesting. I am a little worried though that this is the type of photo that looks good in person but doesn't look good in The Sims. So fingers crossed, I guess, that I can bring this photo to life and make it look kind of good. Hopefully. Just like in our secret agent modern build, these half walls will save the day by adding dimension to the roof. And I purposely went for medium wall height right off the bat because I'm planning on adding a lot of interior platforms to accommodate for like these thicker pieces, I guess. That's looking pretty good so far. We do have to add another piece to the very top. This one seems to overhang quite a bit into the build. Let's go in and raise all of these platforms up so the roofs are flat. There is a platform on the bottom floor as well, so I'm going to go in with my half wall just to create that. Just raising it up like so it's completely flat. There also seems to be some sort of like supporting column beams here too. Wow, I'm feeling really optimistic about this for some reason. In my head, I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but it's looking pretty good, and it feels like we're not blowing the budget completely. Instead of regular stairs, I'm gonna try and make like a platform staircase and just put a bunch of these platforms next to each other, just one tier down each time. It creates a little bit more of a luxurious feel because the stairs like extend further instead of being so abrupt. The front facade is perfect. I'm like locking that in. Let's work on the back because I think I want to include a pretty large outdoor entertaining space, but also potentially a indoor or outdoor basketball court. An indoor basketball court just feels more luxurious for some reason, don't you think? Especially if you're a professional, you're gonna want to be able to play and practice all year round, you know? I know we haven't finished the exterior yet, but I want to make this basketball court only as big as it needs to be. So I'm just gonna grab these items from City Living and place them in right away. Here's the basketball area fitting nice and perfect. These aren't necessarily the swatches I'm going with. This is just for the sake of mapping out for spacing. And then maybe should we bring that same staircase concept to the back where we just have like a waterfall of platforms going down to the basketball court? What if we use these huge eco lifestyle sliding doors as well? I can imagine in the summer you're playing and you just have these doors wide open so you can let in the fresh air. Maybe this person runs like a girls' youth training camp at their house in the summer or something. That would be so cute. And then at lunchtime or break time, they like sit on the steps and have their lunch. I think we can afford some nicer stone on the ground. We don't need to go with the free terrain paint this time. I don't think I'm in love with that one from the For Rent pack. Maybe this one from Journey to Batu. It's always a favorite of mine. Maybe this can kind of be like a driveway for their car. We have spent less than 25,000 simoleons on this entire build so far, and this is what it's looking like. This is where I can't get overconfident and my budgeting skills really need to pull through. Okay, the initial layer is just this unbent smoothness concrete from the base game, which is only 2 simoleons per piece. Of course, we're gonna use the Eco Lifestyle modern windows to go up the sides here. And I think I'm gonna keep this back panel closed with no windows because I feel like we're getting a little out of hand with the windows. It's important that we choose a door that goes floor to ceiling so we can kind of extend the wood paneling all the way to the top. This one from Growing Together looks promising as long as we can find like a matching siding. Lucky for us, Growing Together literally comes with the exact perfect match, thank goodness. Okay, that definitely helps a lot in terms of making it accurate to the photo. Let's bring the wood paneling onto the back as well, just to soften up the build. When there's too much concrete, sometimes it can just look so like sad and industrial looking. Don't forget to paint all of these wall trims so they're not brown. Let's also put wood on the platforms here so we get more of that softer look. I wonder if it would be kind of cool if we did like a grass roof on some portions of it, or if that would just look too eco. A good compromise could be adding in some solar panels though. That way we're still being eco-friendly, but it's not like in your face. They are a little bit expensive though, so hopefully this decision doesn't blow the budget later on. Okay, let's not get distracted. We were gonna do landscaping. First and foremost, I'm gonna go and line most of the build with this base game hedge. This plant is such a staple, but I haven't been able to use it in a lot of builds lately because it is actually kind of expensive. It's like 135 simoleons per piece. It's also a 2-in-1 because it basically acts as a fence for the property as well. I also just realized we need to paint the ceilings because that's what it looks like in the photo. So I'm gonna go in with the same wood just on the ceilings that are exposed here on the exterior. It does cost quite a bit of extra money for, you know, very little gain, I would say, but that's the luxury of having all this extra budget. We can do these small details that we usually wouldn't be able to spend money on. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely worth it. Continuing on with the landscaping, I'm gonna place down a few trees. This is why it's dangerous for me to build with such large budgets. With 150,000 simoleons in my head, we have like unlimited money, you know? It's future Ashley's problem anyways, okay? Let's include this car from the debug menu just in the driveway here. I know the general rule for this series is we don't use debug because debug is free, but in this case, we're not using it to replace something that would otherwise cost money, like landscaping debug is kind of like cheating. This is more of just like a stylistic decision, so I think it's okay, but let me know what you guys think. Obviously, if there were real cars in the game that cost money, then I would have to use those. I'm such a rule follower. You guys know I would never try and cheat in a challenge. Just making a cute little flower garden out front and then lining it with rocks for some separation. And this potted plant from the Riviera Retreat kit looks really similar to the one in the photo, so I'm gonna use it. I didn't really pay much attention to this kit when it dropped, so I'm pretty sure I've never used that plant before. And this rectangular potted plant from City Living fits perfectly into this nook. I'm pretty satisfied with the front facade. I think it looks pretty accurate and I don't want to add anything else. However, we still have 103,000 simoleons left. I'm wondering, do we have enough money for a small pool in the back? Or is this gonna be one of those instances where I majorly run out of money at the end and we look back at this pool thinking it was a horrible idea? We can even use this beautiful rock pool trim from the Riviera Retreat kit as well. I feel like the pool really wasn't that expensive. It was only like 2,000 or 3,000 simoleons. I think that means we should clearly keep it. Imagine you're attending the basketball camp here, and then after it's done, you can just jump into the pool. Before we move on to the interior, I'm gonna go ahead and place some patio furniture out here. Genuinely, I feel like if I don't place it now, I might get carried away with the budget and then not have enough money at the end to place anything outside. And yes, that is exactly what happened in our secret agent home. Grabbing this luxurious fireplace coffee table from the City Living pack. It is an indoor item, but I always use it outside on my patios. Let's also include a barbecue area over here against this wall. Since the Desert Luxe kit came out, I kind of like this one better than the, what is that? The patio stuff pack one? It's just better, what can I say? It also blends in with our wood tones, which makes me really happy. I do kind of wish it came with a matching countertop though. That's definitely one of the downsides. Just grabbing this mini fridge from the For Rent expansion pack. Just finishing off with a few clutter items from the Perfect Patio stuff pack. And here is our barbecue section all done. And with that being said, here is our ultra modern home for a professional athlete all done. It surprisingly looks really similar to the inspo photo. For some reason, I just didn't know if I'd be able to truly replicate it, but I think it looks fantastic. We did spend quite a lot of money, almost 60,000 simoleons on this exterior, but there are so many amenities, and I'm fairly confident with 91,000 simoleons we're gonna be able to create a really, really beautiful interior, because truly the floor plan isn't that big. As per usual, let me know down below what you guys think of this exterior, and comment right now if you think 91,000 simoleons is going to be enough to create a luxurious interior for this house. I feel like I say this every single time, but I think we're gonna be okay. I actually am very confident about that. But also, last time I said that, I'm pretty sure I ran out of money. So, what do I know, really? Alrighty, here is what I've decided on for the floor plan. On the main floor, we have one bathroom back here, a dining room right next to the patio, a kitchen along this wall, and a sunken living room. Also, for budgeting purposes, I put down some preliminary flooring and wallpaper, just because I know that it does add up. Moving on to our second floor, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms here, and both of them have large ensuite bathrooms. Last but not least, we do have a small third floor. It's just gonna be a lofted space. This would be like a good office, but since it's an athlete's home, I'm actually gonna make it into a home gym. 81,000 seems like a lot of money for a floor plan of this size, so I'm really not stressed at all. I say we work on the kitchen first. I'm also 100% planning on changing the backsplash. Like, I don't want this wood on wood vibe at all. I just felt the need to include something, you know? I feel like I've been running out of money in a lot of these situations when I really shouldn't be. So I'm trying to be overall a better budgeter. I always get these comments from you guys being like, oh my goodness, you're stressing me out with your budgeting. Truly, it is not my intention. I think I'm genuinely just like bad at it. I'm too busy living in the moment. I just get carried away, okay? Right away, going in with the kitchen set from the Home Chef Hustle pack. This is definitely one of my favorite kitchen sets of all time, mainly because everything fits together perfectly. You can create a really integrated and luxurious look. In terms of like value for money as well, I feel like this stuff pack in particular doesn't have too many like useless filler items either. Like, I like every single item that comes in this pack, and that is very important to me because nobody likes having items in the catalog that they don't use, and nobody likes paying for items that they're never going to use either. Going in with these Home Chef Hustle stackable plates as well. I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that everything in this kitchen is going to be Home Chef Hustle unless I say otherwise. One feature I'm still longing for is like better item placement on countertops. I feel like there should be a set number of like grid spots you can place things, and then we don't have to use this like bb.move objects cheat. I understand there is probably some like inherent grid snapping already happening, but I just wish it were more consistent. Like, it feels very random to me. I kind of don't mind the wood on wood with this particular kitchen swatch. It does still need some more darkness, I think. Maybe a kitchen island would help. Maybe if we put a small one right here, put the garbage can on this wall so it's more hidden. Although I feel like the whole point of this particular build is I wanted it to be a bit more lighter and feminine, so maybe I should actually go with something lighter. That looks really bad though, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, that looks horrible. Let's just not. Let's not. Let's try out these modern bar stools from the Life and Death expansion pack. It's amazing how furniture pieces that come from an expansion pack called Life and Death work perfectly in this modern home. For the rug, let's use this white kind of fluffy one from the Fitness Stuff pack, and also this tall potted plant in the corner here. And obviously, since we have some extra shelf space and this is a professional athlete's home, I'm gonna be putting basketballs wherever I can. And here's our modern Home Chef Hustle kitchen all done. We didn't do anything crazy and we definitely spent well over 10,000 simoleons, so I think we should be careful. We're still doing fine, but we need to be aware. I finally have a big budget. I really don't want to ruin it for you guys. Moving on to the living room, and I definitely want to use this luxurious TV from the Casanova Cave Kit. Imagine watching your sports games on this, you guys. That would be a literal dream come true. For some people, I guess. I'm actually going to sort by the Casanova Cave Kit just to see which items I can use in this room. In our last build, we really focused on the comfy gamer kit, but for this build, I have a feeling we're going to be able to use basically all of these items here. We might have to shift the staircase over a little bit just so the layout makes more sense. I wonder if this couch can be made into a DIY sectional? I think so, right? That looks pretty good. Even though we have real sectional couches in the game, I will never let go of my favorite sectional couch hack. With this particular couch, there's absolutely no clipping too, which is amazing. Let's use this coffee table from the new kit as well. I think I'll go for one of these lighter swatches. Even though this is the Casanova Cave Kit, I want to give it more of a feminine vibe. Let's put these magazines on the coffee table. This one has a soccer player on it, so it's perfect. We'll put this record player somewhere off to the side here. Unfortunately, the new kit did not come with the armchair, which is quite disappointing, so we'll have to use a different pack. Let's do two of the Love Struck ones. I love how they're golds and like kind of rich feeling. Let's put them in the corner here with some sort of like ultra modern lamp like this one from City Living. Also this green goddess plant from the Blooming Rooms kit. For the rug, there's really only one correct answer, and it's the classic City Living fluffy rug sized up. It is quite literally an exact fit, which means it was meant to be. Unlike my previous episodes, we do have enough money to afford curtains this time. The ones from the Desert Luxe kit could be nice since they're nice and airy. I'm trying my best to find an overhead light that isn't this one from the Modern Luxe kit because I feel like I've been using it in basically every build and maybe you guys are getting tired of it. Okay, wait, what about this one from the Life and Death expansion pack? Who would have thought that I'd be using so many items from the Life and Death expansion pack in this build? I can't lie, it's giving what it needs to be giving. Final finishing touch, just adding this cozy basket of blankets next to the couch. One last plant in the corner. Okay, now I'm seriously done. Here is our cozy, luxurious living room all done, featuring a lot of items from the Casanova Cave Kit. It's been a long time since I've been able to make a luxurious living room space like this, so I'm very happy about this. 61,000 simoleons remaining, and it's time to do the dining room. I think we're looking good money-wise. It's interesting to me because these two items are from the Casanova Cave Kit. This one is from the Life and Death expansion pack. They kind of give off very similar vibes, especially with the marble and like the gold and brass hardware. What are the odds these are like extra items that were created at the same time as the Life and Death expansion pack and just like didn't make it into the final expansion pack, so they just like tossed them into a kit? That has always been my theory. Like, I've always believed that some kits were born out of extra leftover items from expansion packs. Sometimes the items in kits just feel like they could fit into an expansion pack a little too well, and then coupled with the timing of the release, it's just a little bit too coincidental sometimes. Okay, I love the chairs, kind of hate the table. Maybe if I just went for like a pure white like that, it would look better. Either that or I need to let the table go and stop trying to make this table happen. Plot twist, what if I use the Journey to Batu table? One day, mark my words, I'll be able to make that dining table work. Today is not that day. Let's just keep the table actually. It looks kind of extra and like low-key tacky, which I think is okay. You know how sometimes rich households will have furniture that is like low-key kind of ugly, but you know it's really expensive, and that's probably why they bought it. Just buy it because it's expensive. Who cares if it doesn't look good? Swapping out the overhead light, maybe for this one from the Love Struck expansion pack. That might be a little bit too low, but actually maybe not. We could also go for something a little bit more normal, like this one from the Tiny Living pack. Nothing screams normal like the Tiny Living Stuff pack. For some reason, this light makes it look like a boardroom and not a dining space, so I'm gonna say no. Let's just go back to our first option, okay? You gotta trust your first instinct. Going in with this gorgeous flower bouquet from the Love Struck expansion pack, placing this eco lifestyle potted plant in the corner, and I want to try to incorporate this new bar object from the Casanova Cave Kit. As you guys know, whenever I'm exploring a new pack, I like to try and incorporate every single item from the pack into the build. They are a pro athlete though, and probably very healthy. I'm sure they like to enjoy the occasional celebratory cocktail though. Oh wow, I love all of the swatches of this new painting from the Casanova Cave Kit. 57,000 simoleons, and the bottom floor is basically done. I'm thinking since we don't have a lot of entrance space to have like a coat closet, I can make one around this corner. Just grabbing this closet from Get Together and placing it into our 2x1 rectangle. We spent around 25,000 simoleons on this main floor, but we still have to do the downstairs bathroom. This is the guest bathroom, so we don't really need to include a shower, but I figured if guests are using the pool outside, it would be a good idea to give them the option to shower. We're going with a spa day bathroom today. We can even close off this shower section and add a spa day door. That way it looks a little bit more legit. For the sink, I actually like to pair the fitness stuff pack sink with the spa day stuff. Let's be fun and use this backlit mirror from Get Famous. I never use it, but I'm feeling fun today. Watch out everybody, I'm feeling fun. Of course, including our favorite Snowy Escape fluffy rug. It's important that everyone who visits our home knows we're a professional athlete, so I'm gonna put this jersey frame thing from the Casanova Cave Kit on the wall. What are the odds that this swatch perfectly matches our neutral bathroom aesthetic? We could probably keep going, but let's just not because it's just a bathroom. So here is our downstairs bathroom all done. With that marks the completion of our main floor. I am very, very happy about it. Please let me know what you guys think of this main floor in the comment section down below. Now, with 53,000 simoleons left, let's work on our upstairs. Before we even touch the bedrooms, I'm actually just gonna do the home gym super quickly. I totally forgot that the Love Struck expansion pack came with new gym equipment. I'm pretty sure it's just these two objects, but I kind of love how they're glowy and they come in pink. Oh my gosh, they even come in like pink and purple. That's hilarious. I said I was being fun today, so I'm gonna keep using these crazy swatches. Let's also grab this pizza yoga mat from the Spa Day pack. Let's include this Spa Day drinks fridge up here in this nook. I imagine they're sponsored by like Gatorade or something, so it's always fully stocked. Let's also put some speakers up here because you can't work out without any music. That would be crazy. I almost forgot to include mirrors. That would have been bad. I think I'm gonna try and layer these ones from the Spa Day pack. Somehow, even when you overlap them, they don't clip, which is nice. We also need to include some sort of mini TV here, just so they can stay updated on any sports games, or if they have like a guided training program or something like that. You actually get this mat while in the athletic career, so I think we should include it. And I almost forgot about this little gym clutter we got in the Everyday Clutter Kit. It's too bad it's not functional, but it still looks cute because there's like this little kettlebell. We're gonna need yet another athletic jersey on the wall. This fan from the Love Struck pack is the perfect addition for a gym. And just to be safe, let's also include an overhead fan. It's already hard enough having a gym on the 3rd floor because heat rises, so we need to make sure there's good airflow, okay? And here is our girly loft style gym all done. This is probably my favorite home gym I've ever made. I love the pink and purple equipment. This is making me want a home gym in real life if it looked like this, if I could get it in pink. 44,000 simoleons. It's time to move on to the bedrooms. I'm gonna start with the primary bedroom first. A bedroom like this with such high ceilings absolutely needs to have this beautiful canopy bed from the City Living pack. It's just an absolute no-brainer, you know? Technically, it's like incorrect to have your back against the window like this when you're sleeping, but given the door placement of the bathroom, there's just no better spot to put the bed. So hopefully if I include a bunch of curtains like this, it will help the feng shui a bit better. Let's do another closet space in the corner here using the same closet we used downstairs from Get Together. Because the room is so big, I worry that it might feel a little bit cold. So the book nook kit will really help with that cozy vibe. Just closing off this section right here because it goes in a little too far and we don't need all of that depth. That way we can fit a cute bookcase for the book nook kit in there. Oh, we could even like stack it all the way to the ceiling? Do we like that? Is that a little much? I think that's kind of cool. We're gonna need to include a ladder if we do that, and I'm pretty sure I have a ladder from Debug saved from the gallery somewhere. This ladder by Malin Designs. I don't know where in Debug this is from, but it's really cute and it definitely makes this floor-to-ceiling bookcase look more realistic. Back to the book nook kit, let's use these side table lamps as well, and this floor lamp that will act kind of like a reading lamp. Let's go in with this city living modern fireplace that for sure will add to the cozy vibe. Let's go in with a frame TV. I know this will be kind of pricey, but we have over 30,000 simoleons left. I'm pretty sure we can afford it. Please don't be annoyed, but I'm using the Jungle Adventure plant again. What can I say? It's probably the best plant in the game. Do you think that's a fair statement? I honestly think this could be like the best plant in the whole game. If you disagree, let me know what plant you think is better than this one. I am all ears. I dare you to name a better plant. I cannot explain why, but this weird light from the Get to Work pack just seems to be the right fit. So we're gonna go with it. Is it kind of dangerous to put a large overhead light over your bed like that? Should I put it like kind of in the middle here and then just put a pot light over the bed? I don't know, it just feels weird to like put it in the middle of nowhere too though. I don't know, I guess that's fine. Here is our primary bedroom all done. It's pretty simple but still very cozy. I think we did a good job at making it feel not too empty feeling, especially with these extra high ceilings. It doesn't feel too like vast, if you know what I mean. But let's move on to the primary ensuite quickly. Just like all of my other builds, I do plan on doing something quite similar in the bathroom as I did downstairs. I just stick to one design and keep it consistent throughout the whole home. Can you really blame me though? Who wants to design 3 completely different bathrooms, right? Having to design one is bad enough. Again with the spa day doors. Oh, that doesn't go floor to ceiling. No, it does not. Will I have to put this bathroom on a platform? That could be fun. I don't think I've ever done that steep of a platform in a bathroom before, so this is a first. It actually gives the bathroom a lot of dimension, which I'm not mad about. I can include a few extra things in this bathroom, like maybe this base game laundry basket, and also this base game potted plant. I'm gonna go in with this MVP basketball jersey from the City Living pack. This item also has a lot of nice neutral swatches. I know you guys will not be happy if I don't include some curtains in this bathroom, especially considering the toilet is like looking out directly to the street, so I'm gonna go in with some curtains, don't worry. You have to imagine that you can like pull them completely shut, so even though there's like a big gap right here, they move, okay? In real life, they would move. And there you have it. That's gonna be it for our primary platform luxurious bathroom. It ended up looking a lot nicer than expected with this surprise platform staircase situation. So let me know what you guys think of it down below. And before we move on to the final bedroom, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this bathroom super quickly. Okay, here is the second bathroom. It looks pretty similar to all the other bathrooms. I just included a tub instead of a shower. And then I have a water closet for the toilet instead of keeping the toilet out in the open, so it's slightly different. Now let's finally move on to our last bedroom, and I have some ideas for this one. I actually made a YouTube short with this design many years ago, if you guys remember it, but basically this Parenthood rug has this basketball court swatch. We can also use the basketball court key decal from City Living. There's just a lot of basketball court themed items that are really good for making like a teen bedroom. Also with the High School Years expansion pack, there is a basketball swatch. This one, also grabbing the City Living framed jersey again, but sizing it up so it's more dramatic. Let's go for a fun color this time, like this blue one to match our bedspread. Grabbing this basketball display item from the Everyday Clutter Kit, and I'm gonna stack a bunch of them on top of each other, making like a basketball shrine of sorts. I imagine every single one of these is signed by a different famous player. I want to use these track lights for my overhead lighting because it can shine directly on the basketball shrine. Obviously, placing a pile of random sports equipment at the bottom. I'm gonna put an actual basketball hoop hoop in here, but size it down a ton and just like place it over the door, kind of like one of those toy basketball hoops you have as a kid that like go over the door frame. I don't know if that's like a universal toy that everybody had, but my household definitely had it, and my brother loved playing basketball. I'm actually gonna put it to the side of the door just in case it like somehow makes the door not functional. Placing down this clothing rack from the high school years expansion pack, we have to put our own racks of clothes on it. Also this purple backlit full-length mirror from Spa Day right underneath the basketball hoop. Also going in with some of these paintings from the Modern Luxe kit. She likes basketball, but she also likes fashion, okay? Let's make sure we fit a desk. This one is from the Tiny Living pack with this pink desk chair from the High School Years pack. The High School Years pack is so good, you guys. Seriously, if you like making teen bedrooms, it's a absolute must-have. From the Kids Room Stuff pack, I found this trophy and medal shelf, which is perfect for our athletic child or teenager. And let's also include yet another sports jersey painting on the wall. Oh, this one actually comes in pink, which is kind of fun. While we're at it, I'm also going to include these pretty butterfly decals on the wall, also from the Kids Room Stuff pack. This particular swatch really matches our bedspread. Just finished off with some curtains, and here is our teenager basketball bedroom all done. This is probably one of my favorite bedrooms I've done as of recently. I feel like lately we've been so budget constricted, so this is the first time I've been able to just go all out and place whatever I wanted to place. It's also pink and basketball themed, which are two of my favorite things, so maybe I'm a little biased. But with that, we are basically done the entire top floor. We only have 14,000 simoleons left. I think I would like to add maybe a few more things into this landing area. Maybe something like this Moschino stuff pack light would be nice. We also have this huge blank wall, which I'm gonna place, I think, this large painting on. I'll place it kind of halfway up the wall to really emphasize how tall the ceiling is. Just went in with this potted plant from Base Game, this rug from City Living, and these Spa Day wall lights because it was looking kind of dark. We have 12,000 simoleons, but I'm gonna stop there because we still have to do the basketball area. Overall, I love how this second floor turned out. Everything about it is completely my taste, and I didn't have to worry about the budget the entire time. We kind of have a pink theme going on in our main home. I wonder if it would be weird if we went for a pink basketball court in here. I would love to include some sort of locker situation back here. Obviously, in a real basketball gym, you wouldn't have lockers this close to the baseline, but it's The Sims and they're not actually playing a full game here anyways. Oh my gosh, it would be so cool if we had like TVs up here so you could watch the basketball game while you're playing basketball. Just make sure you have good aim, otherwise you're gonna hit the TVs, okay? On this side, I think I'm just gonna go in with some benches. Just these wooden ones from Spa Day is probably fine. And perhaps this cork board or something if you want to put notices or like the practice schedule or something on it. Going back in with this City Living framed jersey, I want to display a bunch of them up here as if they're like retired jerseys or Hall of Fame MVP jerseys or something, however it works. You know when you go to like the basketball arena and stuff and all the jerseys are hung up at the top? What is it for? Like if you retire your jersey number or something like that? I don't really know. Obviously, we have to pile a bunch of basketballs just scattered around everywhere. Also including an overhead fan in the middle of the gym. I don't know if we should keep the walls concrete or if we should go in with this wooden texture like this. It's a little bit intense with the wood texture, but I honestly don't mind it, I guess. It feels a little warmer. With the concrete, it kind of felt like a warehouse for some reason. I think that's all I really want to include in our gymnasium. I think it looks so cute. As a kid, I would have loved to attend basketball practice in a pink gym like this. Please let me know down below what you guys think of this gym and if I'm missing any equipment, because I would totally do something like this in the future again, so I'd love to know if I've like missed anything vital. Okay, you guys, against all odds, I have actually come in under budget. I have 1,600 simoleons remaining. What I haven't included, oh, look at how nice it looks with that lighting. Holy moly, I did a good job. Okay, wait, I'm getting distracted. I don't think I included any outdoor lights. That's like a luxury item that I never think of because we usually don't have the money to spare. to make sure the house is safe at night. I think these modern ones would probably be our best bet, just lining the entire walkway really. Okay, that money didn't really last long, did it? We have 39 simoleons remaining. I do like to use every penny if possible. Maybe one last rug from the Love Struck expansion pack. This one's only 35 simoleons. And with that, we have 4 simoleons left, which marks the end of our professional athlete's modern home. That was the largest budget we've ever had to work with in this series, and I think I can confidently say that this is the nicest house I have made in this series. There was not a single room where I feel like I had to make really severe compromises or had to hold back. Like, it was really nice to build really freely, and it somehow worked out in the end. Like, the budget kind of just disappeared on its own. Like, I didn't have to be overly conscious about it. I love how even though this is a really modern home, we managed to inject a lot of fun color in it, like pink. You guys can probably tell what my favorite color is because whenever I can, I will always do a pink color scheme. As per usual, please let me know down below whether you think I passed or failed this challenge and what you think of this build as a whole. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out and shows me that you want me to keep going with this series. As usual, please don't forget to use code DoctorAshley at checkout on the EA app or thesims.com, and 5% of your purchase will go towards supporting me. But besides that, I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. I am having so much fun making these videos, so thank you all for the support. I hope you guys all have a very above average day. Love you!